In this video, I'm going to help a high school sophomore girl hurdler who wants to go from 5-stepping to 3-stepping. Check it out. Hi, I'm Mike Caton from Ace Method Coaching, and a high school girl hurdler who's a sophomore who wants to get better at hurdles. Right now she's doing 5 steps between the hurdles and she wants to get faster and do 3 steps. So she reached out to me for help. So as always, I like to start with a video analysis. Let's check it out. First thing I want to do is watch her running in full speed. Okay, I'm going to slow it down a bit so we can count her steps from the start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the first problem is that you should not take 9 steps to the first hurdle. All good hurdlers take 8 steps to the first hurdle. I'm not sure why she's doing that, because she seems like she has enough speed. So obviously the way to do this is for her to switch her feet in the starting blocks so she can still go over with her right leg, which appears to be her dominant leg. Okay, now let's watch her between the hurdles. Obviously she's taking very small steps, which is what she's trying to stop. No one will ever be a fast hurdler doing 5 steps between the hurdles. Optimally, you want to do 3. Sometimes if they are a little slower, they can't do 3, or possibly if they have short legs, they need to do 4, but never do 5. The reasons for that are going to become obvious in a few seconds. Let me show you this. The main problem that we have here is she is too close. For the average hurdler, you want about 2 meters or 6 feet in front of the hurdle, which is going to be about here. And then you want to land about 1 meter or 3 feet. So you have a 2-to-1 ratio here. There's a couple problems with being too close to the hurdle. The first problem is the closer you are, the steeper the angle that you have to take over the hurdle, which means once you finally clear it, you're still going to be traveling up for a bit. So you end up too high and you end up too far down on the other side. And obviously this is slow. Always whenever you're in the air and you're not running, you're slowing down. And the other is when you're up high and you come down, gravity is going to pull you down. So you have to withstand those forces. Ideally, the farther back you are, you can take a lower angle over the hurdle and then come down. Really what ends up happening is you end up reaching your apex in front of the hurdle and then you come down on the hurdle and it puts you closer. The other problem with being too close is now your lead leg is going to want to hit the hurdle. So hurdlers always end up doing what she's doing, which is, if you can see this, you can see that her right foot is actually twisted out towards that light pole in order for her not to kick that hurdle. So she will end up swinging her leg around the outside, which ends up causing a rotational force, which is not good because it's going to slow you down and twist you up. Let's look at some other things that's going on. You can see how high she is over the hurdle. She's kind of reached her apex right here, and she's on her way down. Now watch, you can see her hips drop, which means she's being pulled down into the track. So it's hard to run fast when you're working against those forces. And then she takes those 5 small steps going to the next hurdle and just repeats that problem over and over of being too close and having to go too steep. You can see here, you can watch her hips rise up, reach the top right there, and then start to drop down. A good hurdler takes more of a flat approach, and you don't even see their hips rise or fall at all. These suggestions that I just made are going to make a big difference. I'm not 100% sure it's going to make all the difference, and she's trying to go from 5 steps to 3 steps. To be honest, it's yet to be seen whether she can actually accomplish that. I don't know her personally, so I don't know if she has enough speed or athleticism to pull it off. I think that she does. The approach that I would take is outlined in my Hurdling 201 video. I outline a strategy for that, where first you identify what length the hurdle would be for you, ideally, to do 3 steps. Then you set out your other hurdles at that space, and you're able to run over that with 3 steps. Over time, and with gaining confidence and better technique, you'll get better and faster. And the faster that you become, naturally your strides are going to be longer And over time, over days, weeks, possibly, you're able to spread out the hurdles even farther. Eventually, you get to the point where you're at race spacing and you're able to do it properly. So I sent her this video analysis along with my Hurdling 201 video, which should both help her. Hopefully it will, and she'll send me some updates. If you'd like to track her progress, follow this channel. If you'd like me to help you with your running or your hurdling, you can go to acemethodcoaching.com for help.